Hey folks, tonight we're diving into the world of open source software. What is that, you ask? Well, it's the backbone of the internet, the code that makes everything from Netflix to your banking app possible. And it's mostly created by volunteers. That's right, unpaid geniuses toiling away in their basements. Okay, maybe not always basements, but you get the point. One of these digital heroes is Matteo Collina. Ever heard of him? Probably not. But I guarantee you've used software he's worked on. He's a lead developer for Node.js, a program that powers a ridiculous amount of the web. Seriously, your cat videos wouldn't even load without it. Collina is a big deal in the open source community. He writes code, fixes bugs, and generally keeps the internet running smoothly. But he's also become known for something else: slaying vampires. No, not the sparkly kind, although that would be way cooler. I'm talking about open source vampires. These digital bloodsuckers are individuals or companies who use open source software without giving anything back. They demand support, complain loudly when things break, but never lift a finger to help. It's like going to an all-you-can-eat buffet, stuffing your face, then complaining about the service without leaving a tip. Rude, right? Now, open source software is built on the idea of sharing. It's a beautiful utopian vision, developers around the world collaborating to create something amazing, accessible to everyone. But like all utopian visions, it has a dark side. Because open source software is free to use, it attracts freeloaders. These are the aforementioned vampires, and they can be a real pain in the neck for maintainers like Collina. Imagine spending countless hours of your free time building something amazing, only to be bombarded with demands and complaints from people who haven't contributed a single line of code. It's enough to make anyone want to throw their computer out the window and take up knitting. But Collina, bless his soul, persists. He's passionate about open source software and believes in its power to change the world. But even he has his limits. In a recent interview, he said, "Open source maintainers are not your personal tech support team." And he's right. These are people who are donating their time and expertise, often for little to no reward. They deserve our respect, not our demands. Let's talk about Node.js for a second. It's a big deal, like really big. It's used by companies like Netflix, Uber, and, well, pretty much everyone. And Collina is one of the people responsible for keeping it running. That's a lot of pressure. Imagine being responsible for a piece of software that millions of people rely on every day. One mistake, one security flaw, and boom, chaos reigns. It's enough to give anyone a panic attack. But that's the reality for open source maintainers. They're the unsung heroes of the digital age, working tirelessly behind the scenes to keep our online lives running smoothly. And they do it all for free, or at least mostly for free. The sad truth is that open source software is chronically underfunded. Maintainers often have to juggle full-time jobs with their open source work, leaving them burnt out and exhausted. It's a miracle anything gets done at all.